All right, and this is episode number 94. Hey, Johnny Roberts, we are back for another great episode of your podcast. Is the day treating you well?
It is, Mike. How you doing, man? We're
Unbelievable.
excited. I got to wear my Tigers hat next week because it's time, man.
It's
It's
time. Spring is
time.
here, the training, and they're going to have a great
Yes,
year. They're going to have a
absolutely. They're
great year.
back. They're
They're
back.
back. Shelly, we do this
So,
every year. The Tigers are back every year, and then they go into their caves and hide.
Yep.
But hey, it's fun. What are you going to do, right? Speaking
that's
of
right.
fun, and I know this was really fun for you two more than me, is how do we do? I hear this phrase a lot. Johnny, we've talked a little bit about is Roth conversions. And the question I guess you need to figure out, Johnny, explain what is that? And then the question I really for Shelly is it a good thing to do? So, Johnny, what is a
So,
Roth conversion?
man, they're all over the place right now. Online, people are getting. I get calls all the time, like, "What is this? How do I do it? What does it mean?" And the reason why is we're really at historically low tax brackets with deductions and all the stuff you're getting, especially you're getting that 60 age range. I mean, there are opportunities that weren't there 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago to really change your whole future tax wise, legacy planning, all that kind of stuff. So there are some variables for sure that you want to check out. I mean, it's different for everybody. Everybody, I'm not just telling a blanket. Everybody go convert all their money to a Roth.
Not a good idea.
But you're basically taking that traditional tax deferred account, think like 401k or something like that. You've contributed to, I'm over 59 and a half, whatever, retired now. I can take that and begin to put some of that money into a Roth. I can do it all at once. I can do partially, a little bit every year. I'm paying the taxes now while I'm getting huge deductions, while my tax brackets are low. But going forward, rest of the time I'm alive, all the money, any income stream I pull out of that retirement account, whatever it is, it's all tax free.
Yeah.
And a Roth carries on tax free status to your spouse if you pass away and so forth. So it that's basically what a Roth conversion is. I'm taking some money that is tax deferred, I'm moving it to tax free account. Yeah, I'm paying the taxes right now, but I'm done with taxes on that. I'm buying out Uncle Sam, right? I'm buying him out of my business on that amount of money. And so
So,
all the profits I get from now going forward on my business, so to say, are all my profits now. And that's kind of a way to look at it. Am I crazy, Shelly, or is that like what we're
No,
talking about?
no, that's exactly what we're talking about. Right now, like you said, with all of the tax credits, as well as the additional deduction that retirees have right now, it is more impactful tax wise to convert that um 401k income or an annuity or something like that right now into a Roth rollover because the conversion amount is added to your taxable income for the year. In normal years, that would add tax. But this year, because of the deductions and credits, you might not be taxed on that taxable income. So it's the best
Right.
time right now to do the
Because you're
rollover.
taking advantage of these credits basically, right?
Yes.
I
Yep.
mean, so it's like, I'm getting 3,000 back every year or whatever. I could still convert some of my money into a Roth and potentially still get my 3,000 back
Right.
because of the credits and you know what I mean? So obviously that takes I'd love to talk to you about it or Shelly or whatever and put you in the right spot, but it just takes a little bit of planning. But once again, we talk about all the time, man, it could really benefit you long term for a 15-minute conversation,
and
Yeah.
you
and
know?
dare I say, now is the time to have that conversation. You don't want to
Yes.
wait until November and pick up the phone and say, "Hey, I've been thinking about this." It's like, no, 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 no. Start now. Have that conversation. And that way, Johnny and Shelly can really put you in a great position, not just this year, but every year after. But don't wait. Go to Johnny's website, retire@newheights.com, schedule that call, let this brain trust start working, but do it now. Don't wait till later.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, Shelly, sometimes you will look at something and some people it's like, well, if we can convert the whole thing, we'll run a report. A lot of times though it's partial, right? And a partial
Yes.
is what's a partial? Partial rock conversion.
Pretty much you don't convert everything at once. You can convert smaller amounts over several years to manage the tax bracket impact.
Because it could be somebody's been saving in their 401k for, 15, 20 years at their
Mm-hmm.
employer or whatever, and they may end up having four, five, $600,000, and they may not want to convert it all in one year because of those taxes. What you're saying is a partial is they could say, hey, this year I want to do 200,000, whatever. The next year, 150,000, the next year, two, whatever. You could sit down and you could actually project that out probably, not knowing the tax brackets next year, but is that kind of what you mean? Is that over time you could move these from a tax deferred account to a tax free account in that Roth, and you just do it very strategically because there might be taxes, but there might not be. That's
Right,
really fascinating.
right.
But that's where you need the brain
Also,
trust.
another reason that it's smart to do partial conversions is because each conversion has, with a Roth, has a separate 5-year waiting period to withdraw. So now you're extending it your first one is 5 years. The next one you can touch in 6 years. The next one you can touch in 7 years.
Oh, kind of a laddering effect. Oh, that's
Yes.
interesting. See, I've never heard Johnny talk about that, Shelly. You guys really need to talk to
It's
more.
amazing. It's a nice ladder, man. Safe too. It's got the
Yeah.
big rungs on it where you're not going to slip off,
That's right.
Instead
Yeah.
of the little dinky ones that used to be like this,
Oh,
we
yeah.
want we want this so our feet don't slip.
Absolutely.
So it's
Yeah.
safe and a good way
Mm-hmm.
to do it. And there are so many different vehicles that I work with for Roths to move that money over. And all kinds of cool little things you can do when you move money to a Roth that really can be advantageous, help you with the taxes and all this kind of stuff if there is any. And real quick, one example, tell me if I'm wrong. I make $100,000, Shelly. I get my married couple deduction of what is it, 32? I'm
Mm-hmm.
65, so I get another 12. So
Yep.
I that gives me leeway because the tax
Yes.
bracket's what about 98,000. That gives me leeway of 30 some odd $1,000 I could utilize
Yes.
for a Roth conversion, stay in my 12% bracket, and just keep chugging along where I couldn't do that 5 years ago or whatever.
Right.
Right? So,
Wow. But it's all of those things that the common folk like Michael, we don't understand, right? And so that's why you need to reach out to Johnny, schedule a call to talk with him. He'll connect you with Shelly at the right time to say, okay, we need more brains around this. And so Shelly will come in and they will help you retire at new heights, right? They'll help you leverage the dollars you have to accomplish what you're trying to make happen and do it in the most tax efficient way possible this year, next year, the year after. That's why we work with experts. And that's why we wanted Shelly on this podcast. Because when it comes to taxes and things of that nature, Shelly Cioppa is definitely the
and
expert. So,
and the last thing is because we're so excited about this is now is a great time because they passed a permanent tax law. Shelly, you've been doing this 26 years. How many permanent tax laws have you seen passed?
None. They all have a sunset.
yeah,
And they can be changed, right? Someone else gets in
Mm-hmm.
office, Congress decides to vote, law can be changed every whenever. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's 51 senators, 419 representatives, and a signature from a president changes a permanent tax law to whatever the new way is going to
yeah,
go. So
Right.
taking
yeah,
advantage of these things now is just a great opportunity.
absolutely. Yep.
Exactly.
So that's your call to action. Reach out to Johnny Roberts and retire at newheights.com, and you will begin the process of putting yourself in a much better position. So, Shelly, I think we've got another one or two episodes with you. So hang out, and we will be right back.
Perfect.